looking for? Hello. It is Knights of the Old Republic, and we are back again. Very exhausting day today. It was kind of, let me adjust this real quick. It was kind of raring to get into some Knights today. And kind of just want to jump into it. Obviously we'll have a topic today, but I kind of just want to play some video games. So here is the submersible. It kind of looks like a Knights of the Republic 1 vessel here, and let's get to it. Yeah, let's use it. I'm kind of like a little bored. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to add this video. It's like you get so excited to play, and then you're just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to add this in post, aren't I? Ugh, more work. It's cool. They're going to the, you guys will know, you can see this, they're going to this deep station, and then conveniently they built the docking bays like exactly the same on the surface and on this lower area. What's up, Jolie? Oh shit, what the fuck? Things have been no buenos down here, huh?
Got something on your mind?
Did you see that dead white dude over there?
Manon's an unusual place. It's the Kolto healing juice. And that's about all. Oh, I get it. Let's play with the old man's head.
Oh my god. He's like, I'm like, yo, did you see that dead guy right there? He's like, Manon's a weird place. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Should probably make use of these antidote kits. Usually if they give you kits like this in a game like this, they're intending for you to be poisoned. Or perhaps they're saying like, yo, you got some stuff ahead of you, so. Yeah, one of these vessels is busted, so I can only assume the worst. There's a segment in this area that I remember because it kind of...
How did you get in? Did they send another submersible? Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
What happened?
No, we have no time. We have to leave now. I managed to close the door after they killed everyone else, but I don't know how long it will hold.
I have to find the star map.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen any map.
You've never seen any maps? Well, maybe that's why you're so lost down here, friend.
Crazy. They started killing anything that moved. Someone must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs the Republic sent down here to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere.
Nerd.
Came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries.
What happened to the scientists?
They're dead. All dead. They swarmed out and over us. There was no way we could stop them, so we ran. But hardly any of us made it. I locked the door behind us, but the others had already left in the sun.
Are you sure you're a mercenary guy?
The Ferox are out there, and worse. I heard an explosion shortly after the submersible left. They didn't make it. Just food for the sharks and the Selkath.
God, stiff upper lip guy. Jesus Christ. This is how you want to be remembered? I didn't see anything.
Doesn't mean it's not still out there. Watching, waiting. No! I locked the door.
Call yourself a mercenary?
Go in there. If you want to die, then go.
Oh my days. Well, the advantage that I have on this guy is that he does not have the ability to autosave, which is actually pretty shitty in this game. Pretty shitty tough titty. Now let's take a look at a book. Take a look in a book. The Reading Rainbow. Oh, I thought like a storm of them were just gonna like flood in here instead of this like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat going on over here, you know? It's not really like that, but I don't know. Oh god, there's something about like when it's the end of the day. You ever get to the point like where it's like the very end of the work day, and it's just like you start making noises just because you're like just bored and like just exasperated? I think that's the point where I'm at right now. Slice the computer. I don't want to do that. I don't even know what it's good for. Let's check back here. Okay, here we go. So the droids are all crazy. They've all gone nuts. I guess, I don't know. I kind of want to fight their asses. You know, what's the worst that could happen? We got destroy droid over here. Me? Yes, me. You know what I'm talking about, Jolie. There's only one thing I do to droids, and that's destroy. If I meet a droid that annoyed, I'ma destroy the boy. Destroy the droid. Destroy the droid. Hey, destroy the droid. Hey, cast destroy the droid. Man, I must be very tired. Lord, I don't think I've been this tired since the one episode where I was talking about summer rain oaks. Oh Jesus! Insane cell cap. Maybe they got too loose on the can I cast stasis on all of them? That's enough, friend. Take it easy there, bucko. Just make it so they can't fight back. I don't want to listen to any of these people online anymore that are like, the using the force powers is bad. Like, every single one of them is like an infinite stun. Look at this. I have to do nothing else. I haven't even used that much force. I'm like at half and all I've done is use force abilities. Man. Maybe it's like a late game thing. This game is not that balanced in that way. Do you have a Jedi Master Robe on? You need one. Jesus, you got nothing, Jolie. Look how good he is, and he doesn't even have any gear on. Wait. I want to leave the black one on my dude. Just because it looks cool. This is like Dex, I guess. And these are just shields. I don't really give a shit about these, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. Whatever. You can't... Oh, maybe this is the nerf that he can't use, like, the packages. Is there anything better than this? Is there just, like, something I can do to not look like such a dork? Whatever. We'll keep the look till another look avails itself.
Yes?
Also, his Jedi Knight master outfit looks exactly the same as the Jedi Knight one. It's just better stats. Get rid of them. Oh my goodness, that purple lightning. Everything's purple if it's shot by a black Jedi in Star Wars. You can blame Samuel Jackson for that. He said he wouldn't do Star Wars unless it was a purple lightsaber. He's notorious for saying that. Which I think is fair. If you held enough sway to demand your own canonical lightsaber color, would you? And then they had to like make up all these lore reasons to just explain that, which is like a purple lightsaber means you've walked the line between like blue and red lightsabers. Like you think that's your favorite color, like mixing the two lightsaber colors. Like it's just funny because like someone can have such a dumb reason for suggesting something and then it becomes this like truth of the lore, you know? Oh, goody. My favorite person to squash. See, everything in this action queue, what do you think it's gonna be? He's disabled when he gets hit? This is so broken, man. He can't, look, he's disabled. He's not only taking chunks of damage, he just is literally stunned permanently. It's a one-button massacre for all droids. Why wouldn't you take this? It's not like there's... The thing about it too is that at that level that he's at, there's not a whole lot of other options to take other than destroy droid, right? Give me your shit. Except his attack against lockers, very poor. Droids, no problem. High school lockers, impregnable. Hello? Well, I guess they don't exist anymore. Oh, this is what we're talking about. This is what I remembered. So you can get this environmental suit and you can go outside, which is actually pretty swell. I'm gonna keep exploring a little bit just because I wanna know what's going on in this scary ass undersea colony. They can't even get the jump on you because the game pauses it when they do. See? And he's gonna like try to drop kick me there or give me the whole chest flurry, and I'm just gonna stun lock him and then kill him. Hey, look. They're so bad. It's like you need master dual wielding as a priority if you're gonna be melee, you know? Also, the fact that like the Jedis can basically always deflect blasts is kind of stupid too. Like this game is very much designed for the Jedi to be overpowered, which is I guess kind of fun because it's like you have to be a Jedi, and why wouldn't you not be a Jedi? Like what else is there really to be in Star Wars? Like I get that there are other options, but like are they really that interesting? What the hell is this? Maybe we walked through here already. They were protecting their precious footlocker. The best place to get tennis shoes. Those like, do you guys remember like what the footlocker would smell like back in the day? It always smelled like new basketballs. It was kind of nice. They had like the little court up front. There used to be one, and then they got rid of it. I don't know if they went under, but they got rid of it and put in a Hooters. Oh shit. Man, come on. It's because they auto open it. Alright, so I'm gonna save this level because I don't know what. Actually, you know what? Who the hell cares? It's not a big deal. Alright, attributes. What do I use? Strength. And I use persuade all the time. And powers. This is force powers. Do I have master speed yet? I do. Saving throws, that's pretty good. A D20 plus his level. Is this gonna be worth it even at the higher levels? Like, this is the power to affect. Oh, this is like the convincing people. Dominate mind. I'm pretty much good on combat right now. I just need to get better attributes, I think. Thank you. Alright, let's go out into the sea world here and play. Oh shit, holy god. Are they all just like killing each other? I think they're literally just murdering each other. Alright, let's... Do you have any CC? Force suppression. Oh, it's literally just one at a time, huh? Yeah, they are just like going buck wild, huh? It's a party. Are they poisoned? It looks like it. Now it's a party. Look at all these guys. Hey! It's just fun. I don't know. Just watching them all kind of like just spin around in the air. Dominating the game right here. It's like, and you know what's gonna suck is that like I like to rotate my party members, and I'm just gonna be so much worse when Jolie is not in the party. He like literally never expends. What the fuck? What did it say? Scientist something. Let's check it out. Only the new stuff. Hal Jordan. So there's something about a sonic amplifier that can make the suits not get attacked by the sharks, the Phyraxian sharks, I guess. We just opened this and then it blew up. Maybe that's around here. Whimpering locker.
Is somebody out there? Fishy, fishy, fishy. Come get me too. You can't get me, little fishy. Come here. I'm safe behind my walls.
I say. This guy is on something.
Investigate? You're just like the others. Order for the cell calf. Walk and fish next. Trump, trump, trump. If you can run, you might be fast food. The cell calf went insane and started killing everybody. I locked myself.
Dude, you did not like record this at the right level, did you, pal? Force persuade. You want to come out of that room. You feel safe with us.
No. That's what the others mercenaries like to do. Cell calf ate them. Lunchy munchy.
Lunchy munchy? Have you ever drank Bailey's out of a shoe?
Where the kozo is. Few fishies there, but many fishies in between the water.
What made the cell cat insane?
Go ask them. When the demon screamed, it shook every mind in the station. We fell to the ground but survived. Fishies. No, only the. Bye-bye. Go look for.
I can't attack it because this is not divinity. Yeah, maybe it's the sound? I don't know. Where did I even come from? That's one other problem about these areas. It's very easy to get lost and like just get stuck. Here's some more. This is the hallway, I think, maybe it was a different hallway, I don't know. Here's them crazy ass Cellcath again. Dude, really? Yeah, they're definitely like poisoned or something. You know what to do, Jolie. Just dominate the whole fight. No. What are you doing using your lightsaber there, pal? What are you doing? What are you doing using your lightsaber there? You don't even... There you go. Pressure door. That's to get to the outside, I'm sure. But I wonder if we can find that like sound thing that the one dude was talking about that'll make it so that the sharks won't attack you, theoretically. I don't give a fuck. If you're made out of metal, you're done. I'll be destroying droids. Oos! It arcs too. This is literally the move called I'm tired of fighting droids. This is ridiculous. The game is just so unbelievably broken. Here we go. Foot locker? Credits. Nice. I love it when people leave all their funds in a research station underneath the ocean in a locker. Like, why? Like, you think that they would have, like, I mean, they're literally called credits. You think that everybody wouldn't use, like, physical currency in this day and age, right? Oh, there's a couple. Hello? No. Just shoot him up. You're gonna be done first. Ooh. Oh, you can cast both? That's broken. This is so dumb. He had like no gear on and he was killing everybody. Man. Let's keep going. All these just seem to be like pressure doors and stuff. Pretty cool, man. This is really what I remember. The two things I remember about Knights of the Old Republic is I remember that or at least for Manon, I remember being underwater in that section, and I remember the trial that was really uneventful. It was so, I don't know, I must have just been a really dumb kid to not have figured out how to beat those. But, and this is supposed to be like a hard engagement, right? Because the guy's like, are you sure you want to fight these guys? I'm like, I don't know. They don't seem that difficult, you know? They seem pretty whatever.
Time to rumble.
I mean, I'm not even giving orders to half these dudes, and it's like, it's all good. You know, you gotta have CC. This is the mage over here, right? The mage controls the whole fight and makes it so that the mobs can't do anything. And then my character, Taco Bell, is supposed to clean up, and then Karth is just the interchangeable other party mate when you're being creative, right? Like the rogue, or like that one build you're trying to try that like, you think you could put something together with what they wrote down, but it might not go anywhere. It might just turn out to be bad. You gotta have somebody who stands in the front line, and you gotta have the guy who makes it hard for the enemies to do stuff and easy for you to do things. And that's it. And depending on the game, the mage is really boring to play or really fun to play. Most modern games, the mage is pretty fun to play, because you're just doing so much damage, you get so much control. Best game ever for like playing a mage is probably like Dragon's Dogma. But I've been having fun with Divinity because there are some mage abilities that are just stupid. There's not like set classes in the same. Are you just missing, or like what is going on here? Let's all contribute.
I still got it.
Hello?
On it. Damn.
He just missed. Like, look, they actually did do damage, but I guess these guys just can't attack the door. Like, look, it has damage on it. Miss, miss. The armor class is too high? Roll higher. Somebody, it is within somebody's stats to hit this door. Can you use Destroy Droid on the door? This is so insane. It's so funny because like maybe Karth can hit it. You see the bolts shoot out of his toes though. Look, we're literally all attacking this door and just all of us can't do anything to it. Whatever, guys. It's fine.
Sure.
You're good.
What?
It's all good. Alright. Dude. Jesus, man. Give it a rest already. The AC is 21. You're not going to get over that. Very hard roll. Outside of our level. Damn, so they're like, we only have one suit, so if we go, we can't bring everybody. It's rainy in here and it's rainy outside. So where have we not gone? It seems like we've explored quite a bit of this place. There's some like badass thunder going outside. I hope it doesn't fuck this session. Jeez. Huh. But yeah, it's been a chill day. I don't think I've left my, is this a door? Or is this a fake door? I hate that in this game, how there are some doors that are not doors and other doors that are actually doors. You know? It's just, I mean, I don't think I literally left my room or the living room today. I just worked, like, nonstop. It was quite tiring and quite exhausting. But I'm going to skip ahead until I can find the next thing, because this might end up being boring and backtracky, so see you in a second. Alright, and we're back. I can't seem to find any other environmental outfits, environmental garbs for the water here, but I'm just going to fucking go. I get it. I know. Yeah. I know. I'm going outside. Let's see what's going on. I'm trying to see, maybe there will be some other, like, suits around here or something. I saved, so, like, oh, there's a guy. Maybe if he dies, I'll take his suit. Hello, good friend. Wait up. I'll be there in the next, we can just get started on any tasks you needed to do. Oh.
You're not Cellcath, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
Taco Bell.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Cellcath killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Cellcath swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something.
There's something like so entertaining about somebody screaming inside of a mask like that.
Overrun by all those crazy Cellcaths. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay.
He's in his helmet like, the Cellcath came in, they did horrible things to me. And it's like, you're just like looking at this like helmet like, yeah, my name's Taco Bell.
I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the Kolto harvester they built on the edge of the Hrackert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine dock. I figured my only chance was to slap the sides. It's gotta be safer out on the ocean. I'm not spending another... I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. We should probably stick together.
Alright, he's gonna die. In 3, 2, 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, uh-oh, -9, -10, -11, -12, -13, -14, -15, -16, -16. Huh. I guess I could just save here. I probably have to like... Maybe I can't get out here. Yeah, these guys are gonna fucking kill me until I have like some way of making them not absolutely murk me. And it's probably like a cutscene just like that, you know? Where like I can't even do anything about it. I'm just screwed. I guess the Force doesn't work underwater. It's funny because it's like they're in space, right? And this is like a space suit and they're like space warriors, but somehow these like force powers and lightsabers and stuff don't work at all underwater. It could just be how deep they are, like being under pressure, but maybe you would think that the Jedi would be able to do something about this, right? Hello? Oh, that's the other airlock. Okay, so there's really no reason. It doesn't really matter, I guess, which one I go in, other than that I'm just going to have to backtrack. Oh my god, this is riveting content. I know, right? Just slowly walking from point A to point B in this highlighter yellow freaking dive suit over here. Welded door. Well, it has been welded. There might be a way I can drain the water from... I guess I can't because it is like exposed to the outside. And it's all nasty. It's all nasty. Oh, please, please be another environmental suit. God, if they really make you walk all this way and there's nothing but like a foot, please be like the Sonic whatever thing I need in here. A frag mine. 2 frag mines. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll skip ahead if this is just me slowly walking. Alright, just for the sake of my own sanity, I'm gonna try to see if I can get past these sharks. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna home in on me and then immediately kill me. But I wanna see if there is like a way I can get through here. It's just so boring, you know? You just wanna... Ugh, Christ. Oh god. Oh yeah. I think those guys in the background won't do anything, but I think those sharks, I think I need some way of getting past those sharks. I think some of these are just background fish. Like I think that guy's just a background fish. Yeah, see, he won't, I think, come get me. But this might at least take me to the other side here. I think. Can I not walk over there? This is just like a big ground for me to get killed in, I guess. I was following the bubbles. Yeah, there's no way for me to get past those sharks. Alright, I'll cut ahead. I'm sorry. Alright, as it turns out, I actually do have the sonic emitters in order to kill these things. Which I guess just like one-shots them, considering there's 2 here, and there's only 1. I only have 2 charges, but I hate when games like decide... Yep, you're dead. I hate when games decide to start making like their items... Oh my god, there's 3. They like decide to make their items important, like right when... Oh, I guess it doesn't expend the charge, huh? Decide to make the items important at like a weird, non-like important point in the story where like... I mean, I could have read... Like the idea for the developers was that I would have read from the manual what those things are supposed to do. Oh, is this guy gonna come through and try to attack me here? Come. Dead. Nuked. Can I get up in here? Nice. Oh, that's the welded door. Is there any loot in here? Man, this must be just fucking riveting for you guys at home. You must have been like, man, I am so pleased that I decided to check in on old Taylor, catch up, see what's going on in a Star Wars game from 20 years ago. It's been a blast. But no, it's terrible. I can't remember the name of the game. I've been finding recently that my memory has been like really bad, but I cannot remember the name of the game that we played. Oh shit. There you go. I can't remember the name of the game that we played that was very similar to this. That's like you're underwater and it's horror, and there are some like, they're not like dive suit sections like this where you're like super duper slow, but they are like dive suit sections. And like this happens to me all the time. I'm like sitting there stuck on an idea, and we literally played it for the channel, and I cannot remember the name of what the game was. I can remember everything about it, like, you know, you're the guy who finds out he's a evil robot and he's on the ship. Oh fuck. I guess I'm gonna really have to fight all these dudes solo, huh? Damn, this is just gonna show me how ass my character is. Just get him. Come on. Oos. 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 Come on. We're gonna fight some droids and it's just gonna be a pity. Yeah, it'd be at least mildly interesting for you guys to see like one character solo go through this. And I do say very mildly. What's behind this door? The door to darkness. Always save. Always save. Oh shit. What's up, guys?
No, you can't come in here. I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get...
Kill them! Kill... 60 seconds.
I have a breath mask that I picked up. Hello? Please wear? Please wear the breath mask. Please wear the breath mask. Okay, we're gonna say... Please wear the breath mask.
54 seconds to complete.
Maybe because I was stunned I couldn't wear it? There you go.
Pressurization.
Am I still taking damage?
48 seconds to complete. 42 seconds to complete.
I mean, I have the breath. I guess this won't ever bother me because I have the breath mask on.
36 seconds to complete the pressurization.
No. The Faraxa will get us.
No!
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked
We're both just scared.
when the Cellcath went crazy. I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad.
The frags and sharks just tore them.
The next thing we knew, our Cellcath, Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left.
So Sam.
Dead. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy.
Christopher Nolan, and this is Sammy.
Working here on the Harakard Rift project.
What was the Republic doing here?
We had a secret agreement with the moderates in the Cellcath government. They knew that Manan...
Those thugs would wipe out the whole damn...
So the Republic approached them, but all that...
Hey, the Republic sent me.
A star map? I don't know anything about...
But there were some ruins that were excavated.
But we can't go anywhere near those now.
Something happened in the
We don't
ruins?
know.
The work teams were outside in the rift.
This mon...
It was a Firaxa shark, I think.
It was like it was...
Then, all...
Well, maybe it was
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harak... I don't know. Maybe whatever sort of power it used...
I think...
Maybe, like, why it reacted so violent, and also... Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. That would be so...
Out there.
The Firaxan sharks have always been a...
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away.
Oh, I think not.
No, it's not.
What are you talking
The
about?
repellent we made was supposed to drive Firaxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could...
We know exactly what it'll do.
How would I poison the shark?
You can take this canister of toxin. All you need to do is get away as soon as you...
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it. I think if you could destroy the machinery, you can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidize. The hydrolium, if you inject...
But
It's better. Good. You'll have to... Once the machine...
that won't work, and you know it. You know...
I just hope...
Yeah. I gotta go into the decision-making area. It's like they give me the warning that I only have one suit, but like it's kind of a little frustrating because they know like that's the only way I can get in there, you know? And so like it makes me as the player think that I'm supposed to find 3 suits. But really I'm not expected to. What's up, sharks? Shit. They don't even get to me. Meow. Force kill. So there's the... something about the machinery. I guess I can try this one. Maybe this session will go with the heavily edited version, considering this has been so riveting. Oh, is this where is this? Oh, what up, Jolie? Yeah, we'll keep skipping ahead. I defeated the puzzle. And thus, I can move. Sea Beast. It seems that the shark is, he's pretty cool. The puzzle was really annoying. I would not have gotten it if I didn't just look it up. But this gives me a free star map. And wow, what a tremendous ride it has been. All the twists and turns, the talking to people, walking towards people, walking slowly underwater, not really, you know, flashes of brilliance without real much substance in between or real plot development. But this is one of the final star maps. Yes, this, our big boy Bioshock looking dude is moving slowly and tubbly towards his destination. I can see that Gwen is playing Divinity Original Sin 2 from the Steam notifications. She has not decided to wait up for me. But yeah. Do I just have the star map now? I don't even, it's been so long since I've gotten one of these that I don't even remember how it works. So, shit. I wonder if you even needed to talk to all those people, if you could have just overridden the controls and just done it there. But anyways, as amazingly interesting as this session was, we must get into our topic, which is leadership. So, as you guys can probably tell, we have a good background today, by the way. As you guys can probably tell, it was kind of a tiring day for me at work. I worked pretty much nonstop all day, and I kind of like barely got what I needed to do done, just because of like all these extraneous circumstances going on. And I think I'm trying to position my career more towards like leadership and to get into the management side, and a lot of stuff that's been going on recently has been providing me like lots of insight towards that. So I figured I would do a topic to that point. But so one thing that I've come up with is that I've realized that as I've taken on more responsibility at work, there just seems to be more chaos. You know what I mean? Like for example, like I've made a lot of the recent features on the site that I work on. And, you know, what's typical is that, you know, you build this feature for your stakeholders, they have the requirements, you learn, you know, you get the requirements, you build the tool, you demo it, everything's dandy. And then a couple months later, something needs to be changed. And, you know, whether or not MVP needs to be, you know, wasn't adequate, or there needs to be another round of development or blah, blah, blah. Regardless, when you take kind of how I have, when you kind of you become like the face of a lot of tools and you take that ownership over them, you become like the point of contact for like every single concern related to that thing. And it can be very hard to like sort things out a lot of the time, to like be like, okay, well, I gotta react to this bug, or this person has a question because they don't remember how to troubleshoot this thing, or I need to figure out a time on my schedule to do this. And quickly, like, I feel like as you take more of that leadership responsibility, you have less and less time to actually like get the work that you need to get done, right? And so it becomes like very important that you know how to like delegate your time, right? Like to be structured, to be organized, having a schedule like how I did at the beginning of the year would be like amazing right now, because there's just a lot of chaos that has kind of come my way. And a lot of times it's like, it's not even really stuff you can control. You just have to like be best able to react to the things that you have. Like things are going to go crazy a lot of the time, and they're going to feel crazy, but as long as you're like managing yourself well, I think you can overcome a lot of the challenges. Like for example, like you might get into a situation where oh sorry, hold on, let me deal with this. Yeah, sorry, I just had there's some stuff on my computer. This has been coming up recently. But yeah, you know, it's difficult because it's very easy for like things to go crazy when you're in that leadership position, because when you take ownership over a tool, you become the POC for everything related to that tool. And that's, you know, whether you're just a product owner, product manager or something, you are the point of contact. So like, and you're expected to know everything all the time. So like, even if like you know an acronym or something, right, and you know it, but you're forced to give a presentation for like a lot of people, and it's like your third demo in like 2 hours, and you forget something, you kind of look stupid. So you have to kind of like proof yourself against that chaos by having an easy resource of all the stuff in the app that you can refer to and have the right verbiage. Or, you know, if you know, and you will be, or you're going to get pulled into demos and meetings and all these different things that aren't really connected to some of the stuff you have to get done, make sure you're ahead of schedule, because eventually the net value of you being ahead of schedule is that you will be on schedule, because people will be pulling you out of your schedule all the freaking time. you know, just like little things, like making sure, like when you talk to certain individuals, that you clearly annotate what they said and how they said it, so you have like a good record of everything. That way, you know, sometimes people like to kick things down, you know, kick the dirt down the road, or maybe you kick the dirt down the road, and you need to be held accountable for your own actions. When you have that structure and that format for how you go about things, and you're just adamantly scheduled, it's very easy to control the variables that, by the nature of you being a leader, you will end up having thrown at you. The other thing, another thing I've realized about being a leader is that there is this like pandemic in leadership of this idea of like being a big picture guy, right? And not needing to be small picture at all. And like a lot of people, I think this is a really permissive idea in leadership, because it implies that like a lot of times when people go through these like kind of half-assed development programs, that they're going to have all the skills that they need. And, you know, I do a lot of shadowing and training, and the real talk is most of the time is like, yeah, you know, I go through these trainings, but I really don't learn anything until I'm actually doing it, because you're not going to go through a course where they're like, you need to be harder on your employees here, or if you don't know what you're talking about, you probably weren't the right person for the job in the first place, right? There's no like course that's going to tell you like, you probably will never be good at this, you know? Or if you lack the organizational skills, you're not going to make it here. It's ironic that a lot of like the management course tracks are like so forgiving in that way. They just ask you to do a lot of work. And I guess that's a virtue in and of itself. But there's one problem I think that's endemic to the way people look at like developing leadership right now, is that you don't have to know anything about the topic that you're talking about. Like in theory, through these tracks, I could be a professional roller hockey coach, even though I've never played roller hockey in my life. If I played like one game with some people who sucked, and then I watched like 6 months of YouTube videos and did research and whatever, right? And the bare fact is like, you just wouldn't know anything about the topic, because if you have no firsthand experience and you haven't really been pushed by that topic, you don't really know much about it, right? You're going to get led by your team instead of you leading your team. They can't really count on your overall knowledge to lead them anywhere, because that overall knowledge is not unique or viable, right? So it's like, if I'm leading the roller hockey team and somebody keeps coming off of, I don't know what the positions in roller hockey are, but let's say like the wing, right? Like somebody comes down the wing and they go for like a slap shot, and or you want them to take that shot, and you're like, Joey, go take the slap shot. When you come up the wing, you have some time and room from the player, you need to take that. And the guy's like, no, that's an impossible shot. This is a dumbass play, whatever. If you don't know anything about rollerblading, then you really can't say if it is a dumbass play or not. If you're kind of and you kind of have to go on like dumb, like management philosophy things of like, oh, well, I shouldn't stress my players, so I'm just going to let them do what they want. Or I need to put myself in the right position to encourage other people. Or if you're an asshole, you'll just come down on people even though you really don't have any logical reason as to what you're doing. And that's why I think like structure and control and like setting obvious expectations from the beginning and holding people accountable to those expectations and showing people what is possible is a lot of being a manager, right? It's like this, like I was originally going to do this episode months ago. I had written a little bit about it months ago, because I like to like get my ideas down in notes first before I like come out here and say everything. And it was literally just leaders lead. That's it. If you are leading, by virtue, you are the leader. If you're standing in the front, then you're the leader. You're the guy walking towards the destination. And it usually isn't the person that only knows one thing that's walking towards that destination. It's the person who can get past all the obstacles, you know, the guy who can pass the strength check, the persuade check, and all the checks. He doesn't need to be the strongest or the most persuasive, but if he can hit two of those blocks and the other person can hit one really good and nothing the other way, then that's why that person needs to be the leader, because they have the most sense for everything, right? And even when people have lots of skills, maybe they don't make good leaders because of certain personality archetypes, which is the next point I'm going to get to. Is that, and I want to like undercut this, or I don't want to undercut this by making it seem like it's easy to be like a really great manager. Most people don't have all these skills, and you just kind of have to make do, and I don't, for sure. I just kind of make do. But another thing is that I think you have to want what you're getting to more than anybody else on the team, right? You have to be the most committed, the most driven. And by the nature of being a manager, you are going to be the most exhausted, which is actually going to mean that you might need to be twice as driven as everybody else. You know what I mean? And it's hard. It's very hard to like maintain that level of drive. Like it's hard to maintain it's funny because I don't know how many like videos I'm going to be able to cut into this, so you guys might just be watching my little tubby dude, you know, my little tubby guy Baymax in yellow over here like run around. But regardless, you know, you may not have all those abilities, but like you should be pretty driven. And like ideally you would be that like one in like a million people that's like really naturally driven by what they do. Like they just love whatever their craft is, like coding, and they can manage and they do not get exhausted at the end of the day. That's not that many. And then like hopefully you're that kind of person that has the people skills, but then also is the kind of guy that can just read the manual and understand something, that doesn't need to like really apply something to really get it. Like you see a lot of those little pieces in lots of people. Like there's the developer who's like just super book smart, like they can read it and they know it immediately, right? There's the developer that's like the hybrid kind of guy that's pretty good, but he's got better people skills, or he's got equal people skills, right? He's like, you know, mixed. Or, you know, just people that are, you know, kind of fall on that spectrum in different ways and have different goals. But I think you really have to have that oversight, and you also have to have like drive, whether from being competitive with somebody else or you know, just being driven by the money that they put in front of you. Like you need to find some way to want it more than everybody else in your team, and that's going to inspire them to follow you, instead of just saying this guy's just sitting on top because he wants the dues and that's about it. You need to really attack whatever you're getting at, and you need to be qualified enough to understand it so that your leadership actually has value. I think the third thing I'd like to get into about leadership that I've picked up on recently is that often, I think when you start out at a low level in a company, you assume that your managers know more than they do. I don't mean to say that they don't understand more, because they probably understand a lot of things on a higher level simply because they're in those meetings and they're in those groups at work than you do. But the managers really do not always get to see the day-to-day of what's going on, and there's often a lot of things that are just happening that are either not delegated over to the managers. They're not for a variety of reasons. One, because people don't want to seem complacent. Two, because if somebody else is messing up, you don't want to be like the rat who's like getting everybody in trouble, you know, or like the, you know, you don't want to break like the whole "you got my back, I got yours" kind of thing, the vow of silence, if you will. Or like you just don't want to seem complacent, and you'll just like take work that you don't want to do or isn't within your stuff because you want to have a good view. So the manager is like always seeing a jaded view of what his thing is, and he's also like, it's just doesn't always have the time to know everything, right? Like you know, recently, as I said, I'm taking on a lot more responsibility at work because I am like the face of several big features in the app, and people know that, and then so I end up getting pulled into meetings, pulled into different like stuff related to those apps. You know, I get the pats on the backs and I get the finger pointing, even when it's not like something that I did. You know, like EWP can have like a seizure and like stop sending email, but if one person's email doesn't send, then eventually it trickles to me, right? And that compounds everything. But those are the kind of things that like get in the way from not seeing like the bigger picture. You have your own boss, your own deliverables, and you keep getting pulled for more stuff. And I think like in some ways you have to have like some compassion for your leaders for that, because they're not going to know. Also, like, I mean, it might sound like being a kiss ass, but like if you have a manager that's cool and like has a good head on their shoulders, you should try to talk to them and be like, yo, this is what the lay people think. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that's important to us. We need to get this done, blah, blah, blah. And hopefully like those leaders can respect your work and have put out like reasonable enough expectations from the beginning, right? Because I think there's both sides are bad. Like having a weak leader who just lets people dick around and doesn't hold people accountable for getting things done is bad, right? but an overly douchey leader who doesn't like, who has no, just flips on people because he is just insecure and emotional and can't handle the pressure. There's nothing like, both are bad, right? It's a very tough job to be the leader, but I think because it's almost like all the little aspects sometimes fight each other, and you're always going to end up having like 4 of the 5 things at the most, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It's you know, I guess my last point would be like, you know, for those like desiring this kind of track of like having more responsibility and having like more things that they have to worry about, and like by no means am I like a manager. Like I'm still a senior developer, but I'm talking to a lot of people who are managers, people who had my position as well, and like getting the kind of like frank take on it. But also like I'm just getting like way more responsibility at work and just way more apparent. And I just would like recommend to the people who are like really looking for those roles, like, why do you want it? You know what I mean? Do you want it because it's just north and it is a goal? Do you want it because you're really interested in like taking the most possession over the product that you can? Or like, what is it about management that is appealing to you? Do you like working with people? Do you like working in teams? Are you just fucking tired of development and you want to go do something else? Like, what is it? Because in my opinion, if you want to get the most out of being like a manager, you should probably just like go and start your own business or work for a small company. Because if you work for a big company, it's very like it's not always the case that you will get to pick the team that you get put on. You might get stuck with a lot of people, and some company cultures do not have a culture of like punishing people for doing the wrong thing or letting people go. Or the inverse is that they don't have a good culture and nobody understands why things happen and people get scapegoated and they get let go. So it goes both ways. But if you work for a small company, it's more likely that what you're going to be doing has an impact, and it's more likely that you're going to be like moving flexibly and easily towards a source, and you won't have to deal with like a lot of overhead and a lot of like variables outside of your control, which you will always be held accountable because you are the manager and the finger points up always, you know. And the other thing again is that you're accountable for everybody underneath you. When you're at a low level, people can just can point at you and say, this person didn't tell me what to do, even if they didn't really read the fine print, you know. And so it's challenging. You have to be ready to take responsibility for things that that actually weren't your fault, but you just have to set the right habits and the right records in place so that you can respond to things that will happen with agility. So, but yeah, please God, don't become like, try to move into like a leadership or a high responsibility role just because you want to, you want to have something, you want the extra pay bump so you can pay for the house with the kids that have made your cost of living a lot higher, so you can go to the all dad's barbecue and talk about the stuff that doesn't actually matter to anybody, you know. Actually, like, if you're going to be a leader to something you actually give a shit about and try to make a difference, because the stress is going to be there. And honestly, likely if you're like in a tech entrepreneur, you'll make more money anyways. So, but that's all I have to say about leadership. I'm sure when I reapproach this topic, I'll have a lot more to say, but I'm in these disgusting oily mines out here, and you can see the halo of the star map behind me within the silhouette of bubbles. And this will be a big see you next time. And you guys can, what does Michaela say? She says my hair looks like Young Frankenstein, that Gene Wilder movie. See, I can actually remember the name of it sometimes. And I still can't remember the name of the underwater game that we played. I'm trying to get it right before we finish. My head keeps going Colot, but that's a completely different game. Either ways, that's all I got to say. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.